Hi, this is Rob Sacco, Rob Robin on most of the watch boards. I haven't done a video in quite a while, but I was looking over this Milgauss and I thought, well, let me walk through it and it'll help me remember what the watch is all about. So we have a Rolex green sapphire crystal Milgauss. I think it's model number 116400, and then they put a GV in the end of it to designate the green crystal and differentiate the model from the black dial without the iron, without the green crystal, and the white dial. So it was the color of the green crystal was inspired obviously by the Rolex corporate color, which is green, and it's an Oyster case like most Rolexes. 904 steel, so it's a super strong steel, easy to polish, as most Rolexes, a screw down crown. No date. Like the Submariner and all the newer watches that Rolex has set forth in the last few years, it has a blue parachrome hairspring, which makes it really resistant to shock. It has the new style band or bracelet, so it doesn't have the chintzy clasp of the earlier Submariners, and so it's a solid piece of steel that's carved out, and it's winter summer adjustable with a just at about a half an inch or so, or right around there, maybe a little less than that. Again, it's 40 millimeters. The Milgauss was originally designed for use by the engineering people because it's set up with a ferromagnetic alloy, or made with that, and it's highly resistant to magnetic interference, so it's got a lot of shielding in the watch. So they hadn't built this thing for quite a long time, but they came back a few years ago and reissued the watch. A little larger size case. It was 36 millimeter and now it's 40. The Thunderbolt hand was one of the first Milgausses ever produced, had that second hand, and it was orange, so that was one of the super desirable watches back in the old days. And I think if you find a Milgauss from the olden days with the Thunderbolt hand, you probably have a very nice collectible on your hands. I think I've seen them go at auction in the past for about $20,000 to $30,000. The things is interesting about this is, even though it's a utility watch, I mean, it wasn't designed as a dress watch. Maybe all Rolexes are dress watches now, but unlike the Submariner, it's followed the path of the GMT and the Daytona with polished center links. They look great, but sometimes they scratch more easily than the brush, so you can see the scratches more easily. So there's pros and cons to having the high polished center links, but they polish out fairly easily, so any watchmaker or jeweler can buff the little scratches out of those areas. Well, that's the green crystal Milgauss, and it's still currently being produced. It's pretty low in production. I think they're on allocation like the green bezel subs were and Daytonas, stainless steel Daytonas are today. Well, thanks for listening. We'll see you later.